One of the things we're working on right now is getting additional funding to have translational meetings where we bring people with very different expertise together. And one of those components is how do we bring researchers, policymakers, and communities in dialogue. And so that's one of my interests long term. And our partners at University of Botswana, they're affiliated to CIHR, which is Center for Innovation, it's an innovation, traditional medicine, and indigenous knowledge center. And they actually work with traditional healers, they work with communities, they work with sociologists, anthropologists, and chemists, biologists. And so what that does is there's a dialogue from day one with the communities on the research, where it's going. So the buy-in happens early. There was a traditional medicine day that happened in Botswana where our researchers presented the data to communities and said, do you want to get involved? And over 100 traditional healers came and brought their plants and said, yes, we'd like you to analyze our plants. And the team there, they actually bring the traditional healers in the lab to do some of the preliminary research, and they get lab coats and they start grinding and do the work. And one of the things that's really critical as we move forward with high tech is not to forget the power of tacit knowledge and the traditional knowledge that's already available. And one of the issues I see in the communication break where you get great innovations, scientific innovations that aren't adopted, is that the social innovation part isn't aligned and thought of early in the process. We may not need it right now, but we have to start thinking about them. And I think it's really critical because as a scientist, as I went more and more in discussion with policymakers, with community and business leaders, what I realized is it doesn't matter how great my science is if I am not walking in step with all the other parts.
In your development of your project, you're thinking it right
I'm
through.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I may not have all the funding I want, but I'm thinking about it and I'm in discussion with the different groups. And whenever the funding comes, they know I'll bring them on board. And it's about that awareness. We have to have it. And when we don't, and the drug's there, it's too late. That's the sad part.